Coming up on this week's episode of the Necessities.
We have a partner, and then my husband and myself, and we all had really different ideas about how we felt about growing.
Yeah. Join us as we scour the globe for you to find the best donuts, bagels, and other baked goods your money can buy. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. We are in Springfield, Missouri, and you'll notice there's someone standing next to me. Why is this guy standing next to me during the monologue here? Well, this is my good buddy, Steve Reimann. He does another show similar to ours called Donut DOC. You can check out his Instagram and TikTok information just below here. He also has got a YouTube show as well, just like us. Steve, thanks for joining us on this episode.
Thank you.
Today we are at Hertz Donuts here in Springfield, Missouri. Springfield, Missouri has some special things about it. Steve, why don't you tell us? He's from Missouri, so.
Absolutely. So number one, you've got the home of Bass Pro Shops. You also got the home of Andy's Frozen Custard.
Good name.
The original place that Cashew Chicken, and then also Chapel Roan is from here.
Are you sure it's not Chappelle Roan?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, all right. Pretty sure it's Chapel. Okay, you're right.
But thanks for asking.
This place was founded in 2013 by Tim and Kaz Clegg. We're actually meeting with Kaz today. The day before they opened their first location, they made their first donuts. They learned how to make donuts on YouTube, bought all of their equipment on Craigslist, didn't even know if it would work. Talk about backwards, right? Tim even said it would be cheaper to open a donut shop than support his wife's donut addiction. So these are definitely my kind of people, your kind of people too, I think, right?
Yeah, I totally get it.
19 locations, either open or in the works of opening. I know right now they're opening one in El Paso, Texas here pretty quick, and 11 states. These guys are growing quickly and they're serious about their donuts, obviously, which is why they stay open 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. That's exactly what their motto is. Sounds like we need to talk to them, right? Let's go. We're here with Kaz. She's one of the founders of Hertz Donuts. Tell us a little bit about your history, when you started all that stuff, why donuts?
Yeah.
Obviously you had a huge donut addiction from what I hear.
That is it. That's the true story, is my husband said it was cheaper to open a donut shop than to support my donut addiction.
How serious are we talking, like on a scale of 1 to 10?
I ate 6 donuts on our first date before we left the parking lot. They were chocolate Long Johns. I really wanted to impress them, so I ate them one at a time.
Well, and obviously you impressed them because you're married now.
Yes.
So you guys have experienced some really good growth. You opened in 2013, right?
Growing was really interesting because we have a partner, and then my husband and myself, and we all had really different ideas about how we felt about growth.
Yeah.
At the time, I didn't feel like anybody could love our business the way that we love our business. So I was really against sharing our business with franchisees. And then we met with the owner of O'Reilly's Auto Parts, and we were sitting down, and he said, you have to look at it like the 40-year-old living in your basement. If you love it, you have to let it grow. And so I was like, okay, that's true.
Staples here that like just everybody loves and
Yes.
you sell a ton of.
Yes, number 1, blueberry streusel, hands down. Yep, life-changing.
You had me at blueberry,
Yeah.
and then streusel,
Yeah.
and then some. Steve, what questions do you got for her?
So my question is, you can't walk in here without just, visually,
Yes.
this is so appealing. This is almost like a meal for the eyes. What was the inspiration behind just the decor?
I love that. So kind of different, actually. We don't spend any money on advertising whatsoever. So we don't budget for advertising. We budget for charity. Since we don't budget for advertising, we thought everything in here has to be Instagrammable and TikTokable and just things that people want to share on their own, like our swings.
Free advertising.
Yes, we thought everything has to be something that's shareable, so we can focus on the charities that we love.
What did it take to get to that point where you wanted to kind of like let it start spreading?
So we've never
makes sense.
sought franchisees. They have come to us, and it's taken us being really picky and picking people who we think will love the business like we love it, who are passionate about giving back to their community and to supporting charities the way that we support charities. I think the way that the community showed up for us, immediately after opening, we had a line out the door, and the line just never went away. And so we made this promise to ourselves that we were going to support our community the way that our community supported us.
So tell us a little bit more about what it means to have that kind of emotional connection and be a memory for so many in the area.
Every day, we're striving to be just better than we were yesterday and work with new charities and find new charities. So when we take our emergency donut vehicle to the surrounding communities, we're not just supporting our community. Every time we go to a surrounding community, we pick a charity there too. Okay, so what do you think about trying one of the donuts? Do you want a Hertz donut?
Yeah.
Hertz donut.
It's not quite the donut I had in mind. Cheers, man.
Cheers.
As tradition.
If heaven were a place on earth, thank you, Belinda Carlisle, it would be right here in my hand.
Cheers.
All right, cheers.
Jesús. All right, thanks to Kaz for letting us stop into Hertz Donuts. Got my friend Steve here with us today.
Hello.
Thank you so much for joining us. Let's go through the donuts that we got from Hertz Donuts. So they just barely brought us this freshly made glazed donut. I was so excited. I was thinking we were going to be coming away with no glazed donut, but Kaz hustled her team to get us one.
Did you hear that pep talk that she gave her team about getting behind creating the glazed donut? I don't even think Vince Lombardi could quite produce a speech like that.
I think I did hear her say something like, there are lives depending on these donuts, right?
And there are.
Yeah, absolutely.
There are.
Let's take a look at our haul that we got here. Just wanted to point out something. Let's do some donut introductions. This is the Jesús. This is the blueberry streusel.
Yes, it is.
This is just the streusel. This is basically the Girl Scout cookie. I forget what they call it now. It used to be the Samoa. Now it's called...
It'll always be a Samoa.
Yeah, Caramel Delight though. This is the German chocolate. I love German chocolate. Huge fan of that. And then, of course, this is the brownie, which is similar to the Cosmic Brownie. Can't say that because I might get sued. Would you like to
so
showcase
thank
your
you.
donuts?
Absolutely.
He's got 3 of the same donuts we do.
Also got the apple pie donut. That's right, I said apple pie. When I take that home, I might throw a little bit of a la mode, my friend. Of course, for me, almost everything is a la mode, but yes, absolutely go a la mode. As you can see here, then, I've got the coconut cream pie. Is there cream in it? We know there's coconut. I definitely think there's cream in that. And then right here, the Nutella. Now check that out. Now she told us with the Nutella, BuzzFeed came all the way from New York, rated this the second best donut on the BuzzFeed 33 list.
Well, which one should we jump into first, Steve?
I think we should try the streusel first, then go into the blueberry streusel, work our way up, and then the final Jesús.
Jesús. Okay, sounds good. I'm going to cut mine.
I'm going to do mine whole.
I'm a snob or something. Like, oh, you use a knife, Andy? What the heck?
I want you to tell me what you notice whenever you pick this bad boy up.
The weight of it.
Yeah.
It's pretty hefty.
It is hefty.
Kind of like the trash bag, except not trash, obviously. Take a look inside that. Very fluffy, dainty.
And even check out the bottom here. I mean, that thing has crumble all the way.
We refer to that as the undercarriage.
The undercarriage. Oh,
Undercarriage.
very nice. Very nice.
Cheers.
Cheers. That is a wild ride right there.
What are your thoughts on the taste?
All right, did you ever try Entenmann's bakeries? Their coffee cake. I used to love, as a kid, that coffee cake.
Crumbs are so good.
Crumbs. That is exactly what this is. Far better than Entenmann's. But this is just amazing. And the nice thing is, your tongue really hits that crumble up front. So you get that sweet. There's another little taste in there I'm trying to pinpoint. And then it's just on a nice yeast donut.
The dough itself is very cloudy, we'll call it.
Yes.
Very fluffy. That's what I'm looking for in a donut, especially like this, a raised one, where it's not dense, feels like someone sat on it.
I'm loving those additional pieces right here.
All right, what's next?
All right, I think we got to do the blueberry streusel.
Okay. All right, blueberry streusel, here we come.
Again, heavy, but a different density. I have a suspicion, whereas we had yeast there, I have a suspicion this is cake.
I think so too.
Cheers. Oh yeah.
Burst of blueberry flavor there. Same consistency with the streusel donut.
Right.
And just look at that. Not only is it just, the dough is just absolutely fantastic inside there. Caked all the way around. Caked, get it on a cake.
There you go.
Absolutely covered everywhere on this donut.
But also check that out. When you look at the inside of that, that looks like a blueberry.
Yep.
I want my blueberry donut to look like a freaking blueberry.
Well,
is that so wrong?
And if you look even closer, you can see blueberries in there too. So they're using real blueberries.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're
Let's
going
do
to the glazed? All right, we're going glazed. Let's do it.
I'm done staring at it, my friend.
Look at how that sunshine just glistens right off.
Open that up so we can see.
I would love to open that up. Still warm to the touch, I might add.
Phenomenal.
Yep. And hey, I can already smell the yeast before I even put it up to my nose.
Yep.
That is incredible. Again, like the rolls your grandmother used to make. But grandma's rolls didn't melt in your mouth.
Hurts donut.
It hurts. But like John Mellencamp said, hurts so good.
Mm-hmm. Has a nice glisten to it. It's not dull, so you know it's going to be a good glazed donut.
This thing literally melts in your mouth.
Yeah,
I mean,
it does.
This is like an orchestra going off, like hitting that crescendo note. Oh, it's phenomenal.
Absolutely. Now, some of these Jesuses, Steve and I actually made.
But as you can see, these are immaculate, so we did not make these.
All kinds of jokes are going through my head right now,
exactly.
but I think
Of course they are.
Let's just refrain and just try the Jesus.
Cheers.
How do you describe that explosion of flavor?
A cinnamon roll and a donut is what
Yeah.
I'm thinking. For people who love icing, and I love icing, that is phenomenal. With it being a white icing, not overpowering in the slightest, and then you do get a little bit of that maple or caramel from the top as well, but that cinnamon sugar, what's on top?
You know what it reminds me of?
What's that?
An horchata. That's
Oh, yeah. The base of the donut is a very good donut, very solid, but it's really kind of holding up everything else.
All right, now the last one we're going to do, we agreed on was going to be the cosmic brownie or the brownie. That's what they
Right.
call it. All right, well, let me break this in half here. So we can try it. It looks really good, just like brownie, maybe Betty Crocker. Just kidding. Homemade, obviously. All right, well, let's try it. Hopefully this will bring back childhood memories. Maybe we'll have a ratatouille moment.
Cheers. Wow.
Just like eating
Yeah.
a cosmic brownie by Betty Crocker.
Yeah.
That's really good.
That is
What are your thoughts on
fantastic.
this?
So I think that is a very rich chocolate. What I'm impressed by here, we'll zoom in on that, is not only the chocolate, but then also the glaze on there too.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you're getting a lot of sweetness. Plus the sprinkles, I believe, have chocolate in the sprinkles as well. That is just a very rich, moist chocolate. Really quite phenomenal.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember eating the cosmic brownies when I was a kid. They were always really dense, of course.
Yes.
I do like the fluffiness on this with the dough.
Yes.
It kind of adds a different element of texture, like we've talked about. It's a little bit of a change from what you're used to. All right, guys, let's go over the scores for Hertz Donuts. We tried several of their donuts, but the ones we're going to showcase on this episode is going to be the Glazed. That's the first one we tried. Their glazed donut was fantastic. Really good. The one they gave us was actually fresh out of the fryer, freshly glazed, everything. It was really good. The dough was absolutely fantastic. Very flavorful, fluffy, all that stuff. Super good. Definitely one of the best glazed donuts in Missouri for sure. A- for the score on that one. The next one was the blueberry streusel. That one was really good. It didn't have as much blueberry flavor as I thought it would. And the streusel was really good. And then the dough itself was really good too. So A- on that one as well. Really good donut though. If you like blueberry like I do, this is definitely one I would order anytime I come in. The next donut we tried was the Jesus. If you remember mine and Steve's reaction to it, this one was like eating a donut version of an horchata. It just is so good. The drizzle on top, down to the dough and the frosting and everything. It's just so good. A+ on this one. If you are in any area of the country that has a Hertz Donuts, I promise you, you will not regret getting a Jesus donut. For the honorable mention, we're going to go with the brownie or, whatever, their version of the cosmic brownie that I think Betty Crocker makes, right? That one had a really good chocolate flavor, nice and rich, just absolutely fantastic. So if you're a chocolate fan, this one is definitely the one to go with. And then of course, topped with nostalgic, colorful toppings there, adds for a nice touch. So definitely try this one if you're a chocolate fan. Final score for Hertz Donuts is going to be an A. Great job, Hertz Donuts. Such a great time we had. Steve, thanks again for stopping in and joining us on this episode. Hertz Donuts is absolutely a killer, stellar, whatever you want to call it, donut shop. This has been a great time with you here in Missouri. Anything else you want to add or give a plug for your show? Why are you doing your show, all that jazz?
You can find me at Donut, DOC24, the number 2, followed by 4. And yeah, the reason why I do my show is I started a little bit over a year ago, and it really is about connection. I've always felt a connection to donuts, and in fact, since the time my mother used to bribe me when she would drop me off at preschool to not cry, there was literally a bakery inside the very preschool as well, or inside the same building. So it's not just the connection I feel, but I feel like so many people have a connection to donuts. And that's really what I try to explore on my channel. Give others an opportunity to not only connect, but also share their own stories as well. Hence the reason why we say, let's make life better and grab a donut together.
I'm glad we grabbed a donut together.
Absolutely.
Or several donuts, I guess.
Thanks for breaking, not bread, but yeast and cake.
Absolutely.
All right.
Amen.
Tell us in the comments what you thought the best looking donut was.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And if there's a donut shop you'd like us to check out in your neck of the woods, go ahead and drop a comment below or email us at dough@doughnecessities.com.
To see my new epidermis?
I thought you were going to bust out in song right there.
Oh, I could.
Please.
Ooh,
There's the
heaven
microphone.
is a place on earth.
Do you guys know the donut dance? It's what we do when we take a bite of a good donut. Okay, I'm going to teach you.
I
Ready?
think going forward on every episode that I do, I'm going to have to do the donut dance.
Absolutely. Ready? Okay. Do you need to stretch first? Or do you? Okay, probably stretch. Okay, ready, guys?
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Good job, baby.
Did I get the technique down?
Don't.
Oh.
Let's go, Steve. Let's go. Let's go, Steve. Let's go. Let's go, Steve. Let's go. Let's go, Steve.
That's perfect timing.
I want to show you guys our bathrooms because there's details in everything.
Mmm.
But this is the best part. People don't see it until they're using the restroom, and it's made someone scream before. It's the alien handing me toilet paper.